Hey everyone, welcome back to another Becca moment. I am Becca Levie, Scentsy Superstar Director and Founder Circle member, and I am excited to continue on with our 5 segments for the 5 principles of success. And today we are working on success principle number 4. So just a quick reiteration. Number 1 was without vision, there is confusion. So if you have a lot of confusion in your life and you're running around with like a chicken with its head cut off, then, check out segment number 1. Number 2 was without skill, there is anxiety. So if you have a lot of anxiety that's paralyzing you from doing the things you need to do to be successful, please visit segment number 2. Number 3 was without incentives, there is no or slow progression. So if you know what you want and you're confident going for it, but you're not getting the progression that you want, then take a look at this success principle of incentives to see if that's the cog in your success wheel. Today, number 4 is without, oh my goodness, do I have to look at my notes? Let's see. Without resources, there is frustration. See, here's a perfect example. If I couldn't go to the resources of my notes, that would be terribly frustrating. For me, because I couldn't deliver the message, and for you, because you would be hanging on what is success principle number 4. So, we do get so frustrated if we don't have resources. You have to have resources to accomplish your goals, to make your dreams come true. And resources are anything that you need to accomplish your target goal. So it could be people, it could be money, it could be time, it could be training. I know, for example, for my wonderful Scentsy organization group that I work with, I have the resources of, right now I could use a fly swatter. That's a great tool for that little fly buzzing around. But I could use, I provide a website, a team website with training tools, and we provide weekly training calls and all kinds of different things to offer resources. So, the biggest thing that when it comes to this principle that really gets to people is their feeling of lack, that there's not enough resources, or the resources that they need are not available to them. Well, this is what I know for certain. I know that where God has given you a vision and a dream, He's also given you provision. So that means that those resources that you need to go to the next level, they're there. So let's talk about how to find them then, how to tap into them. Sometimes those resources are going to require you to make sacrifices, temporary sacrifice, to get to where you want to go. So you might have to sacrifice some things that you're spending your time on now that you need to let go of temporarily to put time into your business. So, you're thinking, oh, where could I possibly find time? Well, how much are you sleeping? Could you be multitasking? Could you be listening to training while you're, walking on the treadmill or driving to work or running certain errands? Can you put on the training calls on speaker while you're doing the dishes or folding laundry? Is there a TV show that you watch every week? Can you DVR that and watch that, while you're taking a bath? And, just learning to multitask in a way that benefits you and helps you get the things done that you need to. And maybe you have to give up something, completely for a little while. Maybe there just won't be time to rearrange your schedule. So what do you want more? We have to sacrifice sometimes to get what we want. Now, if you are doing everything that you can possibly do and you still can't come up with the resources you need, here's the really good news. Because like I mentioned earlier, where God gives you a dream and a vision, He gives you provision. So that means that if you're walking out in faith, then He's going to deliver that missing missing resource to you, and that is really exciting. But first, we have to do everything that we can do, because He really wants us to find our inner strength and our inner capabilities and to be all that He created us to be, and that comes from stretching ourselves in that awkward uncomfortableness. So, okay, I love a classic Bible story that really kind of puts this principle of doing everything we can first right powerfully and profoundly before us. And that is when Moses was helping the children of Israel escaped from Egypt and the Pharaoh, and they had left Egypt, and they were leaving, and Pharaoh had sent his army after them to stop and destroy them from leaving. And they found themselves, the children of Israel found themselves up against the Red Sea with no place to go, and terrified because the soldiers were fast approaching them. So what did they have to do? They had to have faith, and they had to do everything that they could do until the resource, which was the route to escape, could be provided for them, because at that moment it was beyond what they could pull up from themselves. So what most people don't know about this classic story is that they might realize, yes, the Red Sea was parted and they escaped and the waters closed in on the soldiers and destroyed them. But what they don't often know is that the Red Sea wasn't just open and parted and waiting for their escape. No, the water was there, and the children of Israel were required to walk into the water in faith, not knowing, like, were they going to swim, or, they didn't know. They just knew that they had to take the steps into that scary water. And of course they were afraid they were going to drown. But when they walked, and who knows if it was waist high or chest high, or they were having to hold their breath before the Lord parted the Red Sea, none of us really know. But they did all they could do, and they did it in that faith, and the resource was provided for them. So I hope that you can get excited about doing that, to know that if you find the resources that you need from yourself or with help from above, then your frustration will go away, because you will be able to accomplish that mission and purpose of success and empowerment, making a difference in the lives of others that you need to. So this is success principle number 4. Without resources, there is frustration. Relieve the frustration through action and faith. And join me here for the last segment, success principle number 5. See you soon.